observations on life in general, and usually there's a written quiz later. He's going to be appearing at Duke University in Durham, North Carolina on the 2nd of December, and at the Valley Forge Music Fair in Devon, Pennsylvania, the 3rd of December. Would you welcome Steven Wright?
Thanks. What a nice night for an evening, huh? I was hitchhiking and a hearse stopped. I said, no, thanks, I'm not going that far. Hermits have no peer pressure. Whenever I think about the past, it just brings back so many memories. And there's a fine line between fishing and just standing on the shore like an idiot. Came home late one night. I accidentally had the remote control thing for the TV rather than the garage door opener. It was out in front of my house like this. The house kept changing. I got it back to the original house and I just left the car outside. I went in and I was watching TV with the garage door opener. I pushed the button and the screen went up. There were little rakes and little lawnmowers inside. I can levitate birds, but nobody cares. Whenever I see a Dalmatian, I say, what number are you? Staying in a hotel, the pool's on the 23rd floor. Can't believe how deep it is. I went up to a tourist information booth. I walked up and I said, yeah, so tell me about some people who were here last year. Let's see, what have I been doing? I tried to steam the map off a globe. I bought an ant farm. I don't know where I'm going to get tractors that small. I went through a stop sign. The police stopped me. They said, what do you go through the sign? I said, hey, I don't believe everything I read. A friend of mine does voodoo acupuncture. You don't have to go. You just be walking down the street and all of a sudden, oh, that's much better. Another friend of mine's in jail for counterfeit pennies. It's minimum securities on a wiffle ball and chain. You know, they caught him, he had the head and the tail on the wrong side. My favorite chair is a wicker chair. It's my favorite chair because I stole it. I was at a party, a very crowded party. When no one was looking, I went over to it and I unraveled it. Then I stuck it through the keyhole in the door. The girl who was in it was almost killed. My girlfriend hates it when we take a bath together and I practice skipping rocks. I was having a seance trying to reach my grandfather. For 4 hours I was trying to reach him. Then I remembered he wasn't dead. So I called him on the phone. He said, the phone's been ringing all day. I don't understand. He has a summer home and a winter home on the same street. He was on the first submarine in the world ever. And rather than a periscope, they had a kaleidoscope. My God, we're surrounded. Had an uncle who was a clown for Ringling Brothers Circus. And when he died, all his friends went to the funeral in one car. I went to the stereo store, bought a blank tape, came home, put it on my stereo, turned it up full blast. Was walking around my house. few minutes later, there was a knock at the door. There was a neighbor complaining. He's a mime. Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you, too.
Yeah, I saw you on one show one night, and you talked about you had a map of the United States.
But it was actual size.
Actual size.
Yes. Yeah, I lived at E5.
And you spent your summer vacation folding it or something like that?
Yes, I spent the entire summer trying to fold it.
Yeah. What was your childhood like? This intrigues me.
I think I had my own childhood.
Yeah, all by
It was
yourself.
a nightmare of someone else's that I don't know.
What's new in your life?
It's new, I renewed my license.
Exciting.
It's a big thing for me. I lived here, and then I moved to New York, and it expired when I was here. Then I came back here, and I decided to get my license again, but they wouldn't let me get it until I paid an outstanding ticket. So I went down to pay the ticket. The ticket had turned into a warrant for my arrest because it had been on the books for 4 years. I was wanted for jaywalking. And they wouldn't let me take the test until I paid the ticket. So essentially, they wouldn't let me drive for something I did while I was walking. So now I drive on the sidewalk.
Only in California. We'll be right back.